Hello, network members. My name is Alok Kumar and I am a digital marketing professional from Bangalore. And today this video is all about content marketing for B2C. Now, let me tell you something. Content marketing is one of the highly neglected campaigns that I have seen in today's in today's industries. Let me tell you, it's one of the most powerful way to leverage the most out of your prospect. It is the best way to nurture your prospect, and it has a lot of myths around it as well. Still, enterprises believe that content marketing is all about developing content. So in this particular video, I will try to figure out ways how I can clear this misconception and clear all your myths. So let's get started. So this is the first slide that you see right now, members. So this is about a case study about content marketing for B2C. Basically, it's for the companies or enterprises who are trying to sell to end customers like you or me. So let's get started. So basically, what happens, people, whenever a customer or a prospect decides to buy a product, the very first thing that he or she does is the research. So every buying journey starts with a research. So basically, from the point when the customer or the prospect starts researching about a symptom or a problem that he or she is facing, to the point when the prospect becomes the customer, to the point further when the same customer becomes a loyal, satisfied customer. So this is a journey altogether. This is all about buying journey. You can also call it as purchase journey, or you can call it as buyer's journey. Anything is anything that you think that you can understand. But the point is, what happens in all these phases and how can you resonate it to your content marketing campaigns? The very first stage right now that you see on the screen is research phase. Research phase is a point when the prospect or the customer will be having some symptoms in their mind, few symptoms in their mind. At this particular point, they are not even clear about the problem that they are facing. They are even facing problems. They are even facing challenges in framing the problem properly in their mind. So this is a phase where they look for awareness, they look for educational content just to figure out and get a better clarity about the problem they are facing. The next phase is consideration phase, when a prospect has already researched, he knows about the problem. Right now, he or she is in a mode to consider multiple solution providers. Right now they haven't encountered any particular product or brand. Right now they know what is the solution. Okay, and right now they are trying to consider multiple solution providers. So this is where we call it as a consideration phase. The next phase, the next phase that you see after consideration phase is evaluation phase. Where the prospect shortlists few vendors, product, service providers or sellers and tries to evaluate their offerings, their quality, their tries to understand their offerings, tries to understand their features, and understands that how will those particular features will benefit me and will make my life easier. So this particular phase is called as evaluation phase. In evaluation phase, the customers will look for content that will help them to evaluate and will help them to select and shortlist the most fit vendor or seller. The next phase is decision phase. Decision phase is a phase when the customer will shortlist one or two vendor and will look for some kind of fitment when it comes to quality, pricing, features, negotiations. A lot of things are involved, customer experience, customer support. A lot of things actually contribute to this particular phase when the prospect will need a cushioning when it comes to pricing, spending and quality to take a decision. This is a particular phase when a prospect is ready to spend money on your product or service. The next phase is very important, the advocacy phase. This is where a customer becomes your loyal customer and helps you in bringing repeat business. Now let me tell you, repeat business, repeat sales is the backbone of any business out there and is one of the most important concepts. So in this particular phase, the prospect will look for content that will help him to save money or help him to make money in its subsequent purchases. So in this particular phase, you have to ensure that you have to present coupon codes, offers, and other deals so as to make your prospect, stick with your company or your product. So this is a phase or a journey. These phases are nothing but the path through which a prospect travels from the point when he or she starts researching about a product to the point when he or she becomes the advocate of your brand. So participants, you can see the same journey through a purchase funnel. So if you are into sales or marketing, or if you are an MBA graduate, or you have been doing business, then purchase funnel is something, it's a very common fundamental, or it's a very common concept. So you see there are different levels of a funnel: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel, the way how you see on the left side of your screens. And you can map the customer's journey or buying journey to this particular funnel in this pattern. The top of the funnel is nothing but the research phase and consideration phase, where in the middle of the funnel, when the prospect drips down the funnel towards becoming your customer, the middle part of the funnel is nothing but the evaluation phase, and towards the bottom of the funnel, it can be mapped to the decision phase or the advocacy phase. Now the point is, how will you bring the prospect down to the funnel? Now see, let me tell you, when the prospect starts its research, he or she is completely ignorant. It is your responsibility as a seller to nurture and educate that prospect and push them down to the funnel towards the conversion phase. So what is the process to that? This is where content marketing plays a very, very crucial role. Now you have to understand that your content marketing campaign, your content marketing efforts should answer each and every question that your prospect is asking in their individual journeys in their purchase process. So you have now see in all these phases, be it research phase, consideration phase, evaluation, decision, or advocacy phases, prospects will have their unique questions when they land on all these phases. So your content marketing campaign should have the capacity to answer each and every question that your prospect is asking in the different spots of their buying journey. So let us understand this with an example. So this is a case study of a B2C model, and let's say this is a case study of a company which sells that is selling, let's say, matrimony profiles, viva.xyz. So let's say there is a prospect who visited their website for the very first time, or somebody who is researching online on social media. This is an example of how your content marketing effort can push the prospect down to the funnel. The very first stage, which is the research phase, where the prospect is a little bit confused about starting a new relationship, or still confused about being married, still confused about getting married. So in that particular case, these are some of the story ideas. 10 scientific studies reveal that being married is good for your health. The another story idea, 5 qualities attractive women look for their life partner. So these are the 2 types of story that will help them to actually research and clear all their doubts. Once they clear all their doubts and they are right now in a mode to consider certain options, the next level of your nurturing or your next level of educating your prospect should be with a story like marriage on your mind, must visit this online matchmaking site. Now in this particular storyline, you are nowhere talking about viva.xyz, which is demo, which is a demo case company that I have taken for explaining you. So nowhere they are talking about the brand or the product. They are simply creating an awareness that an online matchmaking site can really help you. Right now, when you try to give, when you're trying to give them a solution, you are becoming a consultant. And in this particular process, they will build a trust with you. You are building a bonding with your prospect. The moment you are building that connect, that particular prospect will move forward to the bottom of the funnel. And right now, when the prospect is in its evaluation phase, right now it's time to give them another story. How a perfect Viva profile will get your dream partner. How to convince your mom that finding a life partner online works the best. So this is how you are helping them to take a decision. Now see the first story, how a perfect Viva profile will get your dream partner. Right now, indirectly, you are asking them to create a profile on viva.xyz. How to convince your mom that finding a life partner online works the best. So you are trying to help them to take a decision and fight with the traditional stereotype where parents, legacy parents, do not believe that you can get your match on an online matchmaking site. So these are the content that will help them to move forward when they are in the evaluation phase. When they are right now convinced and understand that, yeah, if I create a profile on viva.xyz, let's see what happens next. The next phase is decision phase, when the customer will love to see some of the real-time examples or some real-time testimonials. Right now, it's time to give them a story, something like this. Raj meets Roshni when love gives a fairy tale. This can be a blog or a testimonial video. David and Lisa, happily ever after. So these are some of the testimonials, customer feedback that will help them to take a decision. Now that you are about to break the ice, it's time to make that particular customer a permanent customer by nurturing them with more confident stories. 5 tips to strengthen your relationship with your mother-in-law. Now that the customer, the prospect has become your customer, he has already bought your product, he or she already got the life partners on your portal, and they are happily married and settled. Right now is to create a strong bonding with your existing customer by sharing stories like 5 tips to strengthen your relationship with your mother-in-law. 5 budget-friendly romantic holiday destinations in India. So this is something that will help them to create a brand loyalty in their subconscious mind. This is where a customer will become a loyal customer. So if you see the entire journey, in every phase, you have to think of different stories, how you can nurture them and handhold them from the top of the funnel, from the beginning of the buying journey to the end of the buying journey, to the bottom of the funnel, where the customer becomes your loyal customer and contributes to repeat sales. So participants, I believe that you enjoyed the video. In case if you have any questions around it, then please comment below. Or if you think that if I missed on something very important that you think that it must be important for other viewers to know, then please comment below. So this is Alok Kumar. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.